MacHeads 101 here today. I'm going to be giving you a quick little tutorial on something called Google Sketchup. Now, a few of you may have seen Garrett's Xcode lesson, and at one point I believe he brought up Google Sketchup. So I'm just going to show you now how to use Google Sketchup to sketch a building or do whatever you would like. So first of all, in the description of this video, I will have a link to Google's page to download Google SketchUp for Mac or PC. You can also get this on PC. Right now, Google SketchUp I have in my dock. You can have it wherever you want. I don't care. So we're going to want to open Google SketchUp. And a few windows might come up. If they say like Learning Center, like this window for instance, I'll just make it bigger there so you can see it. Well, and then you just close them, and a few other windows might come up. This is the main window right here, and normally it'll say Untitled at the top. You can just maximize this. In fact, I'll just make this a little bigger so that you can totally see it in the range of the camera right there. So you see this guy will normally be there. So first of all, I'm going to show you how to erase this guy. First of all, you want to make sure that you've just got your cursor selected. So up here, there's a toolbar right here. You just want to click the little cursor button. And now you can select stuff and stuff like that. So we're just going to click right here and drag down the box around the guy. And now let go. And now he's selected because he's blue. Then we just press the delete key and he's gone. Now, another tool, which is useful, is called Orbit. And it looks like this right here. I'll just make this, there you go. It looks like that. You just click that, and then that tool is selected, and then you click and drag to move around, like so. So that's how to move around. It's very confusing and fun. Then another thing is the square rectangle tool. It's right here. It looks like a rectangle, and you click it, and then you can. It looks like a pen. Your mouse looks like a pen. You can just click and drag, and you got a rectangle there. Now, this is one of my most. This is just my favorite tool. It's called, Paint, basically. Right here, it looks like a little paint can on the toolbar. So you just click that, and you can go through this color palette and click this list box right there and go to sketchy or whatever. Set any color or style you would like for your paint can, and then that will happen when you click it. Then you can just click somewhere and it'll paint that thing. Now if you hold two fingers on your mouse pad and then move your two fingers forward, or those of you with a mighty mouse, the wheel, the scroll wheel, or the scroll ball in the middle of the mouse, just scroll that forward and it'll zoom in. You can zoom in and out, and I'll zoom out. Now another cool thing, very useful, is push pull. It looks like a little box with a red arrow going up. You just click that, and then whenever you move your mouse over a surface, the surface will look like it's getting partly selected. So I move my mouse over this surface right here, and it turns blue. Then I can click and drag up to move this surface up, and drag down to move this surface down. And I want to move it up because I'm making a building. Now I just click again and it's done. And now Orbit. Take a look at this. So now I'm going to make a roof. So first I want to click the line tool, which is this little pencil right here. So I'm going to click this, and I'm going to move my mouse around the line, which is the top of the building. Now, when you get to the middle, a little square next to your pencil will turn blue. That just means you're in the middle. So then you can click and drag a line across here, and then you click the end of this point and drag it across here. Now you can keep on moving this up and down until it stops moving a little bit, and there's a little dotted red line right there, that means that it's aligned with this other point. So these 2 points are aligned now. So now I can take my pointer, my pencil, click right here, and drag over to this other pointer, and now we have a triangle right here. It's sort of hard to see, but now we've made this a totally separate surface and this a totally separate surface. So we can pull this back with push-pull, and we can pull this back with push-pull. And that is such a nice house. Now, I don't like the material we used for the roof. So, click the paint bucket. Go down here. Here's sort of a shingle. Actually, there's a separate thing called roofing. Let's just use standard shingles for the roof. Let's use some stone for the outside of the house. So on this side, we haven't drawn a line across these 2 points. So we want to do this. And now that's a separate surface. So we can take, let's use this for, no, that looks dumb. Let's use this for the sides of the roof. Now, I would show you a lot more, but these are the basics. So this is lesson 1 of how to use Google Sketchup. Now, there will be some more lessons on how to use Google Sketchup. So we've got our basic house right here. So we can even zoom in inside of the house. I'll just close this there. Look around. Now, if you hold Control while clicking, and then you click Look Around, your cursor turns into these eyes, and then whenever you click and drag one way, it looks that way. Click and drag this way. And this way, it's not moving everything else around, it's just moving you around. So that way you can look around and zoom in right here, and it'll walk towards the eyes. And then you can zoom out, just look around. Let's go back to orbit. So, that's useful. Watch lesson 2 right now. So, thank you for your time. Goodbye.